He's a man who has always done it his way. A man who has thrived for perfection on the football field and has become one of the most electric players in the country.
Goes to the pylon, and there's Orange in the end zone.
He's been called elusive. Some even say explosive. However you want to describe his game, let's just say it starts with speed.
Going to his right, 20, 25, 30, in the clear 40, 45, 50, there he goes.
When I see the goal line in front of me, I know that 83,000 fans just came and got their money's worth.
And for C.J. Spiller, his time is now. He passed up the NFL for a shot at carrying the Tigers this season.
Can anyone catch me once I get out in front? No one has yet, and I don't plan on doing it in 09.
But this story begins in Lake Butler, Florida, a small rural town just north of Gainesville and home to the mighty Union County Tigers. It is here where CJ would soon make a name for himself.
I mean, he was just wonderful. And I'm like, wow, this boy, he could fly, he is good. He's gonna be amazing.
I always been a running back. Just switched my number a couple times, and I always been fast. I always been known to be able to outrun everyone since little league. So it's something that stuck with me since growing up.
It was the same speed that helped CJ rack up over 5,500 yards and averaged 10 yards per carry in his 4 seasons. And after a stellar senior season where he scored 38 touchdowns, the scholarship offers started rolling in. He would soon have to make the toughest decision of his life.
He was talking about Florida, Florida State, and I think Clemson came in at the last moment.
I can't even imagine the pressure that kid was under to go here or go there, and I don't think many people gave Clemson much of a chance.
Well, I believed he would go to the Gators as well, and for him to make his own mind up and stay on positive with it, whatever it comes out of it, just stay positive and make sure it's your choice.
I was just trying to get him to take a visit. I knew we were in his top 5 or 6, and I just had to try to secure a visit to even have a chance.
It was the only visit that I came to by myself, because my mom usually go with me, so it was the only one that I came to. As soon as I got here, it just felt like this was the place for me. I called, as soon as I got here, I called back home and told her that this was probably the spot that I wanted to spend for the rest of my 4 years.
He told me before he left that day, he said, I'm about 99% sure that, I'm coming to Clemson. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah. And then when I'm leaving, I said, no, you still, he was going that Friday to Miami on an official visit. I said, now, you sure that, you still 99%? And he said, yes, sir. I said, all right. I said, well, look, I'm bringing the head coach in here Sunday. He gets to come one time. We go in, sure enough, and sit down with his family that Sunday night. Man, I'm thinking we're going to end this thing. I said, now, you still coming to Clemson? And he goes, yeah, I'm coming. He goes, I don't want my mom to know. And I was like, why don't you want your mom to know? He goes, well, I want it to be a surprise. And so we're driving back, and we're sitting there going, man, unbelievable. C.J. Spiller just committed to us. But okay, Urban's coming in Monday, Bobby Bowden Tuesday. He still got to visit Florida State. I can't go back the whole week. We got a week and a half before signing day, and I'm just like, man.
In the fall of 2006, I enrolled at Clemson University.
Next thing you know, he reached over and he grabs Kevin's hat off his head and he says, I'm going to Clemson. And I'm telling you, it was a complete eruption. I mean, it probably registered on the Richter scale in Clemson, South Carolina.
Once he says, I'm going to Clemson, it's one of those slow golf claps is where it starts off slow and it builds up, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, okay.
I mean, it was just a shocker to everyone because they just really thought he was going to go, with Florida or Florida State.
Obviously, he'd been to Florida many times. He'd been to Tallahassee many times. He'd been to Miami. He'd been out to Southern Cal. And, I think Clemson was just the red gumball. I think it was just different, and it was kind of what he was looking for.
Clemson was exactly what CJ was looking for. And for the next 3 seasons, he would team up with James Davis to become one of the most explosive backfields in the country. They were called Thunder and Lightning, And Spiller quickly made a name for himself with his ability to change the outcome of a game on any given play.
I love to set the tone early in the game, let the defenders know, that it's going to be a long day, because I feel that there's not really one man that's going to be able to bring me down. Not being cocky, but just being very confident in my ability that I've been given. I think one of the craziest plays, or one of the plays that kind of put me out there as a player, probably came 2006 against Georgia Tech. The little swing pass, threw the ball over. I seen the defender right there. I seen that his hip, I looked at his hips and I seen that he was over pursuing me. So I just gave him a quick stop and cut up under him. And then I seen the DB coming up fast, and I knew that I still had some sideline to work with. So I just gave him an inside-out move.
Eludes the man there, midfield. Far sideline gets away. There he goes. At the 30, 25-20, 15, 10-5. There's Orange in the end zone.
And sure, a lot of CJ's speed is just God-given talent, but he's also found another sport to help sharpen his skills.
He likes track and, to stay in shape. And whatever CJ does, he pushes himself the extra mile.
Make you want to get better every day you come out here. You'll feel like we don't win against the best. So we just go out there and just try to really showcase what we done did. That's where the hard work come in at. To me, track is more technique stuff. It's all about who can use their technique the whole 100 meters. That's usually who's gonna win the race. When you get on the football field, it's all about, once you get past the second level, it's not too many guys that's gonna be able to run with you since you did track.
He's very strong, very powerful, and he knows his body well, and he's able to change gears pretty quick when he gets ready to. So, as a sprinter and as an overall athlete, an amazing, amazing specimen. Just a heck of an athlete.
Had a good preparation up to this point. One thing is nice, is going out there performing.
And it is time for CJ to perform. With a new head coach at the helm and James Davis gone, everyone will now look to him to carry the Tigers this season.
I think I have a lot to prove. People always talking about, I haven't really took the pounding since I've been here because me and James been counterparting each other. So I want to just go out and prove to everyone that, I can be an every down back.
He's a difference maker, on and off the field. And, I'm excited about, seeing him this year finish up, hopefully with his best year. And, and then see him, beyond Clemson. He's just got great things in front of him.
And CJ knows he'll have a few doubters this season. They'll ask, will he ever get 1,000 yards? Or can he carry the load as a feature back?
Only thing I can say to him is just watch this year. I've heard my whole career that, I can't be a feature back. I don't really get that many touches. I can't run between the tackles. But one thing I do know is that, you might give me a couple plays, but that's why the game is 4 quarters and beyond. So you better bring it every game, because 28 gonna bring his.